what is the update from Burkina Faso? Ibrahim Traoré did something, that I loved it, and that is the reason why I'm reacting, or I want to put it out there for majority of us to know that there is a leader and there is a Bazawala leader. Ibrahim Traoré is indeed a conscious leader. In fact, an enlightened leader. A leader who is very conscious and enlightened about his environment, his society, the people, their values, their true identity, their culture. Oh my goodness. And if a nation is lucky enough to get such a leader, no wonder how fast Ibrahim Traoré, or how fast Burkina Faso is now progressing and is one of the most fastest countries developing on the continent Africa. And one thing that he has done is what I'm here to prove to you. Greetings, family. This is your one and only Nation Uncle. You are once again welcome to the Nation's Uncle TV on YouTube, on Facebook, and on TikTok. Thank you so much for being part of this community. Thank you so much for supporting us, for sharing our videos, for liking, for subscribing to be part of this community. If today is the first time you are watching, kindly hit on the subscribe button. After subscribing, don't forget to touch on the notification bell. Select all notifications so you don't miss any of our episodes. During the weekend, the Nation Uncle and his team were in Dumasua, in the Bono region, Sunyani, Dumasua, and I will be bringing you more updates from Dumasua. We are not done with the Dumasua episode at all, so watch out and keep in touch. We'll be giving you more updates from what Nana Ayebia Fujana is doing, developing Dumasua. In fact, as Burkina is the most fastest developing country on the continent Africa, as I'm speaking with you now, Dumasua is also the most fastest developing town in the whole of Ghana. It's a fact. Okay? That is a realistic fact. Burkina is the most fastest and then now rapidly developing country on the continent Africa. The same as well as Dumasua is also the most fastest town developing in all angles in the country Ghana. So watch out for more updates from Dumasua. As I've already promised my audience that whatever happens in Burkina Faso, I will update you guys. I will not let you miss anything that happened or anything that goes on in Burkina Faso. For so many years now, we have been using the developed countries to speak truth to our leaders, to tell them that we can also do it, to call their attention, to tell them the painful truth. We've been using the likes of Dubai, Malaysia, Singapore, Germany, UK, Canada, Belgium, America. Mention them. We've been using these developed countries. But for some time now, I've decided to put those countries aside and use our just neighboring country, Burkina Faso. I've just decided to do it this way because, in terms of so many ways, Ghana is far ahead, Ghana is far ahead of Burkina Faso. In terms of mineral resources, in terms of natural resources, mention it. In terms of arable land, in terms of mention it. Even we've gotten the privilege to be closer to the sea, unlike Burkina. But look at the state of our country. Look at where we are. Within the space of less than 4 years or less than 3 years, Ibrahim Traoré took over in Burkina. Look at how fast and rapidly this gentleman is putting Burkina on the developmental highway, and it's a massive revolution going on there. So I will use Ibrahim Traoré, a young man, not even up to 40 years, a young leader, a conscious and enlightened one for that matter. I will use him to speak truth, to tell our Tibon Koso, to tell our Bazawala, to tell our Wonchendi intellectual thieves in Ghana here that, my brothers and sisters, and also to awaken the foolish youth. Our Hub, very honorable man, our Hub described the Ghanaian youth as, we are not youth, we are matured, foolish, useless adults. Ghana does not have youth. Ghana contains of useless adults. In fact, matured, useless adults. So I will use Ibrahim Traoré, what he is doing over there, and how the people of Burkina are, patriotically backing him, supporting him, all the youth, both men and women. I will use what they are doing there, how seriously they are. I will use that to tell our foolish adults who classify themselves as youth, in fact, confuse youth as well, confuse generation. If you come to the continent, Africa, and you come to the country Ghana, if you want a particular country that has the most confused youth, I should not even call them youth. Our Hab said we shouldn't call them youth. Our Hab described them as matured adults and useless matured adults for that matter. So I will use what is going on there to tell our useless matured adults that are displaying their foolishness and stupidity on social media, both home and abroad. I will use Ibrahim Traoré to also tell them something. So what is the news? What is the update from Burkina Faso? 3 days ago, that is on Saturday. Saturday happened to be the World International Women's Day. Saturday happened to be World International Women's Day. And Ibrahim Traoré did something. Ibrahim Traoré did something, that I loved it. And that is the reason why I'm reacting, or I want to put it out there for majority of us to know that there is a leader and there is a Bazawala leader. What did he do? Ibrahim Traoré decided to visit the women that are farming, that are in various farms in Burkina, especially in the central region of Burkina. Ibrahim Traoré decided to go there to visit them at their farms. Oh my goodness. Ibrahim Traoré decided to visit the farmers, and especially the women that are on the ground, that are in various farms farming. He decided to visit them and encourage them, give them words of encouragement, and let them know and let them feel that they are not just in the country existing and working in these farms for working sake. They are the leaders in championing the revolution and championing the fight of development in the Burkina land. So they should be proud of themselves, and they should never think, or they should never belittle themselves. They should know that they are the leading fight of however they want to build their country, Burkina. The women are the leading cause of that agenda. Isn't this beautiful? You see, he doesn't move in numerous convoys and flashy cars. No, ever since he took over, he's been in this military attire. And the most important thing is going out there, reaching out to the people, letting them know that now they have a leader of their own. Our civilian leaders, our democratic leaders, if you look at their leadership and their governance very well, you could see the gap. That gap between the people and the leaders. But Ibrahim Traoré is bridging or closing that gap. So you could see how he doesn't care, he doesn't mind reaching out to his people wherever they are. Unlike our democratic leaders, our civilian whatever blah 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 Bazawala leaders, what they know is to put on a suit. In fact, a foreign suit, foreign shoe, drive in flashy cars, and will be releasing grammars and literatures. Let's take as an example, like this World Women's Day. Ghana, what happened here? I don't even know what happened. I don't know what happened, but for sure what I know will happen is our leaders, our president will definitely release a statement. Finito. They will release grammars and release long essay, or let me say long statement for us to just read and then move on. But Ibrahim Traoré chose to go on the ground, visit the very people championing the revolution or the industrial revolution. If I say the very people championing the industrial revolution, these women are in these farms or are at the farms farming, tilting the land, producing onion in large quantities, producing tomatoes in large quantities, producing all sorts of food crops in large quantities. As you can see on your screen, they are the forefront liners of the industrial revolution. So Ibrahim Traoré could not sit in his office, just release a statement for them. No, he chose to visit them. He is a young, energetic man. Where can't he go? Where can't he, visit? He chose to visit them. give them words of encouragement, for them to have that energy, have that mindset, have the mentality that we are all building the nation together. The fact that I am your leader does not mean I'm the only one doing it. In fact, you are rather the engine. So as I'm speaking with you, whilst they are in the farm producing or planting or cultivating, he is also putting things together to set up the industrial base, to set up the factories. What you are seeing on your screen right now is what they already have: tomato processing factory. Isn't this beautiful? Now Burkina has their own tomato processing factory. Obviously, or usually, they will just produce these tomatoes in large quantities and would distribute to the rest of African countries, which Ghana is one of them. I can say 95% of the tomatoes we consume in Ghana, in Accra, in all our big cities in towns are from Burkina. That is why when the prices goes up, when the CFA rises, then you have to take double, or you have to double up your CDs to catch up. That is why tomatoes are being expensive. That is why tomatoes are becoming expensive. And if these goods don't come early for us to consume them early, it spoils, it rottens, because there are no factories that can turn them to branded or finished product. But this time around, Ibrahim Traoré came in with a conscious mentality, with a developmental mindset to change the ordinary narrative. Now they are branding and packaging their own tomatoes. So Ghanaians, Africans, the rest of the African countries, especially Ghana, Nigeria, and Togo, they are the lazy African countries, lazy Bamalau. You guys will now begin to purchase or patronize, tin tomatoes, canned tomatoes, sachet tomatoes from Burkina. And it is led by women. Women are doing this. In fact, if you have a conscious leader, in fact, an enlightened leader who understands how powerful the feminine energies are, how powerful women are, how valuable women are, if you have such a leader, he put things in place and it helped for the nation to absorb or to get the positive side of our feminine energies or from our women, and it backs the nation's progress positively. Look at what the whites are doing. Do you know why the whites don't play with women? Do you know why the whites don't joke with their women? Do you know why? You don't know. Africans know or have this knowledge already some years ago. In Africa, our ancestors know this. They have this knowledge. They know how powerful or how valuable women are in our society. That is why in our traditional ruling, before we have a king, we should have a queen mother before a queen mother will put a king on the throne. That is why in our African chieftaincy, it is the queen mother that puts a king on the throne. Without a queen mother, there can never be a king. Let me take you back. In African spirituality or in African chieftaincy, our tradition, without a queen mother, there can never be a king. So definitely there should be a queen mother who will put the king on the throne. It tells you how our ancestors values women. But today's religion and today's foreign cultures belittles women. Look at Christianity. All the powerful all the powerful energies in Christianity are masculine. God himself in Christianity, they will let you know that God is a man. You got the point. All those who did wonders in the Bible, 99% of them are men. Go to Islam as well. In Islam, everything is men. The women should be at the back there. So this religion was deliberately crafted to come and indoctrinate us, to belittle our women, to devalue our women, whilst the whites who brought us this religion, whilst they value their women, and they absorb the positive energies from these women, and it backs the nation development. That is why they are progressing. But Ibrahim Traoré is a conscious one. When he came to Ghana during our inauguration day, when he was about to greet our first lady, look at what he did. He put off his beret, which is unusual. He doesn't he don't do that. He doesn't do that. But when he was about to greet our first lady, our mother, he put off his beret, greeted her, bowed to her, and put it on before he went on to greet the president, John Dramani Mahama himself. It tells you how he understands the African culture, our tradition, our values, how we value women, how we respect women. But today, what is going on? We don't value women, don't respect them, we don't put them in anything. We just use them for ceremonial purposes, for them to be seen as women, and that's all. So, folks, this is what Ibrahim Traoré has done in Burkina, trying to let the women feel that they are part of what they are doing. They are part of this revolution. They are part of rebuilding, in fact, resetting. When we talk of a reset, Burkina is now on a reset. In my next episode, I will update you about a new factory and what he intends to use the military to do in Burkina. Watch out for more updates. Keep in touch. Kindly share this video. If today is your first time, or if you are not a subscriber, hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you don't miss any of our updates. My name is Ofra, the Nation Uncle, and as always, kudos and salute to Ibrahim Traoré, the man of the moment. I leave you here. Piao.
Follow us on Facebook, Ofayal, the Nation's Uncle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Nation's Uncle TV. Follow us on TikTok, The Nation's Uncle. The Nation's Uncle gives you the raw truth. Thanks for watching.